Good day everyone, I am Mark De La Cruz, a student of Tarlac State University from College of Teacher Education, BTLE IA 3P. So today, I will discuss the refrigeration cycle. Refrigeration cycle is composed of four components, which is the compressor, the evaporator, the condenser, and expansion valve or the capillary tube. So the flow of our refrigerant starts from compressor, compressor to condenser, condenser to capillary tube, capillary tube to evaporator, and evaporator back to compressor motor. So that is the flow of the cycle. With this cycle, we have the two sides. So the low side and the high side. Let's discuss first the low side. So low side is where the refrigerant flows in low temperature or low pressure condition. So it starts sa paglabas sa capillary tube and then papuntang evaporator, then bago pumasok ng compressor motor. So that is the flow of the low side. So sa high side naman, it's part of the cycle where refrigerant flows in high temperature and high pressure condition. So kabaliktaran siya ng sa low side. So as you can see, it starts from the compressor, then compressor to condenser, then bago pumasok ng capillary tube. Another one is the vapor and the liquid side of the refrigeration cycle. So first, the vapor side muna. So ito yung side ng cycle where the refrigerant is flowing in vapor condition or more on vapor phase condition. So nag-i-start siya sa exit ng evaporator going to compressor and then compressor to condenser. So next one is the liquid side naman. So it is the side where the refrigerant is in liquid state. So kung yung sa vapor side is nasa vapor state, ito naman sa liquid side is nasa liquid state naman. So it starts from the exit ng condenser to capillary tube, then before entering evaporator. So that is the liquid side and the vapor side of refrigeration cycle. So with that, we already determined the refrigerant's condition at different sides of our refrigeration cycle. So let us start now how it actually works. So upon working of compressor, hihigupin niya yung low pressure, low temperature, and warm vapor refrigerant from evaporator. Then after passing the compressor, it is already converted na into high pressure, high temperature, and hot vapor refrigerant na isusupply niya naman kay condenser. Here in condenser, nagkakaroon ng heat exchange or heat transfer. So with the help of condenser fan. So heat exchange or heat transfer happens when the condenser fan supplies air that go to the condenser fins. And yung hangin na yon na ay galing sa surroundings or atmospheric air. While it passes through the condenser fins, sinasalubong naman siya ng hot refrigerant na dumadaan sa copper tubings. So kapag nagkasalubong yung dalawa, yung refrigerant and yung atmospheric air sa copper tubings, doon na nag-i-start yung process ng heat exchange. Kung saan yung init ng refrigerant ay ipapasa niya sa low temperature air. After that, i-reject naman siya palabas sa surroundings. Kaya nagkakaroon ng heat rejection dito sa condenser side. After that process, i-discharge naman siya ni condenser. I-discharge ngayon ni condenser yung refrigerant in high pressure na, high temperature, and warm liquid refrigerant na. That is, isusupply niya naman doon sa capillary tube. So, sa capillary tube naman, ang nangyayari dito is the refrigerant is flowing on a small diameter length size of the capillary tube. So, doon dumadaan yung sinupply ng condenser. So, while passing through the capillary tube, the refrigerant is slowly changing its pressure as well as the yung temperature nga. From high pressure to low pressure as well as the temperature. So after that process, ang papasok na refrigerant ngayon sa evaporator is low pressure, low temperature, and cold refrigerant na. And then, upon entering the evaporator, nagkakaroon ulit tayo ng heat transfer with the use of evaporator fan naman. So kung kanina sa condenser fan yung gamit, dito naman evaporator fan. So kung sa condenser palabas, dito sa evaporator naman is paloob ang hangin. So hihigop ng hangin sa loob, and then habang humihigop is, or hinihigop niya yung hangin, dumadaan siya sa evaporator fins. Then sasalubungin siya ng cold refrigerant, and magkakaroon na or mangyayari na doon yung heat exchange at heat addition ngayon sa refrigerant natin. So after that process is i-discharge naman ngayon yung air using a fan as a low temperature air because of heat exchange nga na nangyari doon sa evaporator natin. So through the help of air dried or vacuum system, isusupply niya naman ngayon sa room natin in cold conditioned air na. And then the refrigerant becomes low pressure, low temperature, and warm vapor na siya namang i-compress ulit ng compressor motor, and the cycle will repeat again. So that's how the refrigeration cycle work. So again, ang flow ng refrigerant natin is from compressor, compressor to condenser, condenser to capillary tube, and capillary tube to evaporator, then back to compressor. So that's how refrigeration cycle work. I hope you learned something from me, and I hope na-discuss ko siya ng maayos, and I hope na may natandaan kayo sa diniscuss ko. Again, I am Mark De La Cruz, a student of Tarlac State University from College of Teacher Education, BTLE IA 3B. Thank you and goodbye.